Leave it all to me. I must leave no stone unturned. As a dutiful maid would. Steady as stone.
it easy.
Sounds good to me.
Hey! This way!
Quietly now.
Time to go.
What's your battle plan? Everyone hold
You'll
hands!
get frostbite.
Sharing my knowledge!
No excuse for slacking.
Our bond is strong! Out of my way!
Freshness recruit.
Gotcha.
Not breaking a sweat.
Here comes the catch.
My duty.
Freeze to the core.
Back into it.
I see everything! Stand with me!
Crush.
Go on. Give me a go.
Busted.
This may hurt a little.
Finish. Death.
This way!
Let's get down to business.
Hey! The Temple of Wisdom! Lightning Shadow Bomb!
Gotcha. These are about to get dicey.
Everyone hold hands!
Shudder.
To the very final cut.
Vengeance will be mine.
To the very...
Stand with me!
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Okay, okay.
Here comes the catch. More speed.
Beg for mercy. Shudder. Everyone hold hands. Our bond is strong.
Crush.
I condemn you. Stand with me.
Take it easy.
I see everything. Make yourselves at home.
Quietly.
I'll settle this.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Flood of frost. Our bond is strong. Everyone hold hands. Grow. I see everything. Stand with me.
Gotcha.
Sharing my knowledge.
Here comes the catch.
Out of my way.
Shudder.
Everyone hold hands. The bond is strong.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Vengeance will be mine. Eye for an eye.
Busted.
Dissipate.
Just pick up the pace.
Stand with me.
If the art... Take it easy. This blinding sunlight is such a pain. No way I can get a nap in this weather. Take it easy. Hup.
This realm is... If you ever have...
Ah, it's you two. I knew I sensed a familiar but I'm very busy at the moment. We'll have to chat some other time.
That's right. Nabil asked us to come and check him.
So Nabil told you about this? I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic. Long story short, I was able to learn of the secret location where the canned knowledge is being sold.
Whoa. Sounds pretty complicated. But, alright, sign us up!
Is this all you got?
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it. If not, then keep walking.
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no—
What does the Academia think they're doing? Alright, I'll take these. I don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary.
150K. Show us the Mora, and you'll get the—
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
It's Sino! When's he ever gonna let up?
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
But don't forget the Mora!
Dun-dun! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon on the case!
What is this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Sino works alone? I don't like the looks of this.
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Huh? Did they really
Just like the others I've caught. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the All right. I have one question and one question only. Where did you get this canned knowledge?
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be.
And when is the next batch coming?
I don't know.
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago. But we didn't get the stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming. When you were trying to escape, you said something about me working alone. Where did you hear that?
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business. The boss warned us to watch out and even gave us but here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
They already knew all about me and were trying to— These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many— If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like Dur...
Do you have a potential suspect?
Woo!
That's right.
Oh! Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Sino meet Dory.
I see. Anyway, I'll think of— If you manage to learn anything, you can find— And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you—
Okay, I got it.
Hey! What's with the attitude?
What, you got a problem with that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people. The buyer and the seller. Think about it. If the Academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then—
The Academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to— I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the If I ever catch you again, I will— All right, Traveler.
Ha! You...
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? If Paimon remembers correctly...
Take it easy.
I see, I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention. No idea. Sorry, I've already cashed out. Huh? You mean you stopped selling? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore. Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now... sounds like we came all this way... Well, not completely. Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, after all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can... Hey! You just want to make more business for yourself! Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, that makes it a problem. Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus the cost of... Then why does the academia prohibit selling... Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the spot? Everything in the world comes at a Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own biz. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherent first, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming... Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any... Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of... And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation. The Court of Desolation? Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of King Deshret. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life and death. Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge. Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation, because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. As for the auction, chances are they're trying to attract and scout out anyone with... On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they might as well just make a fortune while they're at it by hyping up the related canned knowledge at the... Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert. That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location. As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider... I've got it! 500,000 mora per kit. That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for... What? That's super... No need to worry, little one. Sino's the one heading this investigation. All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. Just, be sure to not send him directly here, though. I'm sure the General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. And I can only imagine the... we'd better get going. If Dory keeps at it...
got news for you. What the smugglers are really after, they're hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel, but is it reliable?
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of King Deshret. Is that true?
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret. The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers. According to past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering. They are not some ordinary ruins, so the Academia has strictly prohibited any related research. However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity. Regardless, we need to go into the desert. Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so, both inside and outside the Academia. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death, or even resurrect the dead. Death is often the greatest grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, that's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, do you know where the auction is taking place? Good. We'll go investigate. But before that...
Huh?
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal them, don't worry.
That's Sino for ya.
Take it easy.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would...
Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back. You must be Sino. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you... And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you? Hmm?
That's right! We won't just sit back and...
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, son? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
Bond is strong.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Serenity!
Everyone hold hands! The Temple of Wisdom!
Dissipate. I'll settle this.
Busted.
Nowhere to run! Judgment is upon us.
This doesn't change anything. You're in over your head, Sino. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret. Let's get out of here!
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. You should be careful from now on.
Wait, hold on! There's no way anyone could sleep without clothes.
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single fail, they may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time. Waiting for the right moment to ambush you. Yes. I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time, and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation.
Whoa! Who could have seen that coming?
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover, but luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, his name is Taj Radkani, a very well-respected Matra. Anyway, our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
Good. Don't worry. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away.
For us to cool off.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there for a while longer.
Okay.
Of course, but I'm accustomed to these conditions.
Care to
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations.
Okay, if you just look around, it's just sand and desert. There aren't.
Watch out.
I see everything.
Stand with me.
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Well,
Those weren't just normal scorpions. See? There are marked numbers on their pincers. Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see.
This place is super dangerous.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert. Stay still. Here's the answer. It must have planted
What is?
a miniature tracking device made by the Ksharwar. But this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it?
Whoa! Paimon never knew that kind of thing.
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries earlier. It was a frantic fight. It's only natural.
Well, good thing you were able to find it.
No. Hold up. Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous.
They're back again! How many of them are there?
Busted.
Yeah!
Take it easy. Take it easy.
I see everything. Dissipate.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Good grief! Freeze to the core! I condemn you! Let us cross swords. Stand with me! Lightning purified! Yeah!
Every little bit counts.
Weird. Is this where the auction is? Yeah, not a single soul.
We didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival, but even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone...
Aw, what should we do now?
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly.
All right, let...
Did you find anything?
No, nothing in particular.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried those off. But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then. They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. Once they think we've left the premises, they'll be back to pick up their belongings. We just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them. Okay, we'll start heading away.
Yes, and don't worry.
Take it easy.
Ugh, so tired. We've probably gone far enough. Yay. It's probably... Let's go. Maybe Sino's finally found...
Yeah. Easy money. Take it easy. Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Oh, look, so you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? All right, tell Paimon everything you know.
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I laid low and he is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one.
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Sino. If I had any idea you were still around.
Huh? Greedy?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but...
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly? Or do I need to make you talk?
No, I'll talk. But before that, perhaps we can take the conversation elsewhere? If we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you.
All right. Where do you suggest?
How about my home in Aru Village? It should be safe.
Fine. Let's head out. You can throw away the tracker now, Trap.
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us.
Come on now. Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Sino's watch? Seriously, what can I even do?
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off, and Knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Dad, you're back! Oh, we have guests?
This is my daughter, Seeming. She can be a little Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our-
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows Sino in our business, but let me ask.
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler!
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Sino, the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty-handed. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can. You should abandon this investigation.
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If anything, you yourself might even feel remorse.
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests.
Don't mention it. I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for a favor. My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk. That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. But the Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health deteriorate day by day. Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Selling canned knowledge.
That's right. With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better. There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you, but to us, it's a means of survival. I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please, stay out of this, Sino. Give us a way to survive.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge, his daughter will...
I must get to the truth. I can find someone to help treat your child. But I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling. These are two completely different issues.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. Since you insist on continuing the investigation, you'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
Whoa! Look at all of this!
Yes, all neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think that this is only one dealer's worth. Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this? But such a volume of goods wouldn't be able to slip through inspection.
Huh? Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen. Maybe they contain knowledge.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this? Yes, it's a Matra seal. I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. But how they could ship so much canned knowledge out of the academia was still a mystery. The pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing a second inspection. No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Eva, could I ask you for a favor? Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated from research files stored within the academia. If we can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files. But, considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the academia now, you'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you.
Sure thing! Leave it to—
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the academia, it's obvious we can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find—
Take it easy.
Hello, we meet again. Have you managed to find Sino? I read the letter, and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious.
It's alright. We were—
I can tell that even I don't usually have authorization to enter. But that's right. Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes. However, some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them. But some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted— Follow me, I'll show you. Hopefully we'll find—
the restricted repository. Sounds kind—
Okay, I understand. Since Sino is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions. But I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the...
Huh. So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Sino happens to be one of them. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts as well. The files are over there. Just make it quick.
Whoa, there's a lot to read here. Have you found anything yet? Huh, it reminds Paimon of Sino's former partner.
His former partner? That would be Taj Rodkani. But you're not far off.
What? Taj's son went to prison for
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra.
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that—
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty, and has made countless achievements. He used to be Sino's only partner. Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together.
Ah, right. I heard Sino mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to— I wonder if it had anything to do with the
Taj was already very well known by the time Mortada was born. So when Mortada came to study at the academia, everyone had high expectations. Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after that, Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. Shortly after, Mortada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why.
I had no idea that happened. That must be really hard for Taj.
That's awful. Paimon feels terrible.
Wait, don't tell me you're starting to suspect— Impossible. Taj would never do that. I mean, but this is Taj we're talking about.
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the academia, because he was the only one who could have recently gone through— There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the seven are— However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart the research outside the
But even so—
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death. Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. Do you have any questions? If not—
Paimon's kinda confused.
Oh, Now that I think about it, Sino suspected there's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we... Don't worry, Taj. I won't...
Alrighty then, let's go ask around.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leave?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Everyone hold hands.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods?
Huh. Well, yes, but the academia consumes so many resources each day. Everything from cooking ingredients.
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a...
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have...
Excuse me, have you seen any...
Huh? Why do you ask?
I'm just checking to ensure nothing unusual has happened.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice there's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipment. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to travel, but he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever...
And you didn't find that suspicious? What?
Well, the boxes were stamped with the Matra seal. Why should I bother? Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe a man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone.
Possible. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way Taj would have... No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to... Wait, I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj. A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them. Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite, but Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak...
A group of Eremites? Could Taj...
No way. Taj is just like Sino. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would... Fine.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for...
So, this is Taj's place.
Well, what should we do then?
No. Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without permission. You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now, we won't be able to do... What's this?
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map.
Yes. This is definitely... These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including... I have a feeling that Sino might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own. You're right. As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. Taj really has turned on his honor and committed these terrible... I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well.
All right, we'll give these to Sino. Well, Sino?
Taj, from what I remember, he is a straight-laced man.
So do you think he's the one behind all this?
I'm still not sure. I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons. We have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, that's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge. Time is ticking.
Take it easy.
Time to go to work.
Game's up. Fun's over.
You will meet.
Some target practice. Crush!
I'll raise a storm!
Shudder! Vengeance will be mine!
Where do you think you're going?
Eye for an eye!
Goodbye. But we'll meet again.
Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding. Take it easy.
Stand with me!
it easy. Take it easy. Hup. Take it easy.
You are not welcome here.
Looking for trouble?
Things are about to get dicey. Crush!
Regret.
At least good luck doesn't discriminate by clan.
That's close enough.
Busted.
I see everything. Our bond is strong.
Game's up. Fun's over.
More speed. I can put these to good use.
Stop right there. Out of my way.
Take it easy.
You are not
Make
welcome.
yourselves a move. Our bond is strong.
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Shudder!
You.
Freeze to the core!
Regret.
This way!
All right, this'll do.
Easy money.
Everyone hold hands.
Stand with me!
Quietly now. Game's up.
Crush! I condemn you!
Take it easy.
I see everything.
Our bond is strong! Lightning, purify!
Hey!
Things are about to get dicey.
Beg for mercy.
That's close enough.
Take it easy.
Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom.
Stand with me.
Game's up. Time's over.
Shudder. Flood of frost. Eye for an eye.
I see everything.
Our bond is strong. I'll settle this.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
Beg for mercy. Stand with me. It's all yours.
Yeah. Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
Outrider Amber. I'll scout ahead.
Easy money. Take it easy. Gotcha.
Dissipate. Shudder. Beg for mercy.
Hey,
Quietly now. Take it easy. Since you asked...
So this is the Court of Desolation. Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kinda nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
Look! These walls have definitely seen better days. Was there some sort of fight here? Let's keep going and see what we can find. Whoa! Is it just Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate? It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful.
Quiet now. Here comes the catch.
Hey! A passage! Hopefully that's our way in. That eye seems to be staring right at us. This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
Take it easy.
Everyone hold hands! Dissipate! Out of my way!
Surrender!
Gotcha.
Nowhere to run!
Taj.
Ah, Sino. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you. Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected.
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still was it all your doing? Smuggling?
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later. When you're young, you press forward. unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone, miserable. Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live, but not be able to die? Murtada was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me. I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him. The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death. The power to even bring the dead back to life.
So, did you already find what you needed here?
See this door behind me? But I'm so close, Sino. If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. You cannot, in the end. The treasures you seek are nothing but myths and...
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see them?
No. I sense danger behind that door.
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles...
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all. This tower is mine!
Things are about to get dicey. Yeah, emerge. Right now. Right here.
I will set things right no matter what the cost.
Your strength.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me...
Uh-oh. We have to stop this!
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured.
I'll do what I have to.
I still remember when we first became partners. You were always... Even after all this time, you still haven't changed.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map. All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had...
Huh?
He never planned on opening the door.
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Murtada died, my spirit was crushed. For a long time, I was hoping that is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation. People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless...
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale op...
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation. A place that, as long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Murtada did. Generation after generation. Regardless, let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out. That's right. But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful...
So, you protect...
Yes. Anyway, this place is collapsing.
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still...
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn. He planned it all from the very beginning, risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrifice.
Regardless, I was always so busy with work. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you.
There's nothing to be sorry for. If you see Mortada,
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
All right, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
The Court of Desolation has...
just as Taj said, being buried in quicksand is its right to them. As long as there's more to be made, their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. That's an opportunity that I will not...
We'll help too.
Thank you. But just leave the rest to me. I will... So? That's what I'm...
Most... Humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives.
We meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
Nabil, what are you doing here?
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Ribat, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so the last few days have been quite the ride, but fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end. At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, Sino crossed the desert and took out their main camp overnight. After that, people on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The news really stirred up the members of our ranks. The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the academia and arrested all the researchers on the list. Some of them managed to get out of the academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured by Sino all across Sumeru. I even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border. Having more than 300 prisoners apprehended for interrogation has definitely shaken things up recently.
Is Sino alright? He didn't get injured, did he?
He seems fine, but nobody knows the real situation. He brought over 300 suspects to judgment all on his own. Among them were even some of our former colleagues. Not just the criminals are afraid of him. Even we start feeling a little nervous when he's around now. But even if we start feeling all self-conscious, thinking if we've done anything wrong, we're still always honored to have Sino around. By the way, are you guys here to see Sino? I think I just saw him walking in that direction when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then before I knew it, they were nowhere to be seen. If you happen to see him, please send my regards.
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful too. Don't let any of those bad guys escape.
Don't worry about me. If anything happens, you can find me at the Academia anytime. Farewell then.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating, but I can assure you this is certainly not the best solution.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, Mortada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. After Mortada died, the org toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, if thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much—
Sino! Tainari! Oh, so Tainari must be who Nabil saw earlier.
That's right. Sino asked me to collect some medicine. I also dropped by just to check for any injuries. He seems to be fine physically, but he looked— And Sino, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know.
How is Kale these days?
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last. After some time, I plan on having her go outside more.
Huh? You mean
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures, although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent So, I decided to ask her to work on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you
I've already caught those who were preparing to Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't—
What?
It's still not time for me to rest yet. Those who died I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days. I just hope my own change will come slowly, that way. Those who see me as their superior, just as I gained courage from my own superiors. And my partner. I'll be fine. There are many things I feel better about. Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj. But one day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions.
out ahead.
Our bond is strong. Touche.
Crush! Vengeance will be mine! More speed.
I see everything.
Stand with me.
Kara picked the wrong test subject.
Everyone hold hands.
Another test subject. Try.
Beg for mercy. Shudder! Busted! Take it easy. Beg for mercy. Crush!
Stand with me.
Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core. Rack and ruin.
Should.
More speed.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over. Crush! Blood of frost! Eye for an eye! Stand with me!
Everyone hold hands.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
Make yourselves at home.
Touché. Beg for mercy.
Our bond is strong. I'll settle this.
Crush. I condemn you. Vengeance will be mine.
This way.
Just pick up the pace. mercy. This blinding.
Hey!
More speed.
Crush!
More speed. Take it easy.